Hey guys, Eric at the Creative Marketing Zone here. So, this is actually my first official YouTube video. So, I'm actually excited because I'm going to start sharing some creative marketing strategies and tactics that work on social media, which is basically what my business does for clients. So, figured since I'm actually doing this stuff, why not share it with more people and they can get some good stuff out of it, right? So today, to kick things off in our series, our weekly series, I'm actually going to show you my Instagram account and show you how you can start flooding your account to get a ton of viewers on your Instagram stories. So this is a creative tactic that I use, not for every post because it can be kind of time consuming, but it does work for those posts that you really want to draw people to. And I'll show you how that works directly from my phone. So if you found this helpful at the end of the video, which I'll explain again, definitely feel free to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. And stay tuned for weekly stuff. I'm excited to share with you guys. All right, let's move on to the video and show you how this works. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you how this works. So I'm actually scheduled this post through Planoly Instagram Stories. So if you don't use a scheduling tool like Planoly, Later, or maybe Buffer, definitely do so because it does save a lot of time. I'm not sure about Later or Buffer, but I know Planoly allows you to auto post in certain situations, not for video, but for your regular photos. And this is under the premium plan, which I believe I only pay like $8 a month to be able to do this. But anyway, so I've got a scheduled story here ready to go, and we're gonna go ahead and just schedule. We're gonna actually post this right now, and click on post story. All right, so you see this guy here, Matthew Lesko. He was on my podcast recently, which you guys can definitely check out.
Matthew, welcome to the show. Are you excited to be on today? No.
So yeah, you get to hear him on here. Matthew is a really cool guy. He was episode number 40, and he shared some really cool branding tips that have helped him get on Oprah, Letterman, Larry King, Leno, become a New York Times bestseller, you name it. So really cool guy to tune into. But anyways, that's not the point of the show. I didn't really mean to put a shameless plug out there for my podcast. But so I've got it up here. And so here's the tip that works really well to get more traffic. So a lot of people miss this a lot of times. So which first off, tag a location, right? So I'm gonna just tag my area, Washington D.C., because that's where I am located. And you could do multiple posts, right, of this, or you can do multiple posts similar to this and just tag different locations. And then what I like to do is shrink this down really small so it's barely even noticeable. Just use your fingers to pinch it in, folks. You could probably get it smaller than that, but I think I got fat fingers. So you shrink that in. And then what you can also do is you can add up to 10 hashtags on your post. So by adding these 10 hashtags to your post, be very strategic with your hashtags, because a lot of times people do stupid stuff with their hashtags, like they say living the dream, or which are probably not living the dream, but living the dream, or they put like the stupid stuff that's not even real strategic or tactical. So make sure you do your research ahead of time. Go with the hashtags, especially for your Instagram posts. Go with the hashtags that your target audience really hangs out in. You can do, for your regular posts, you can do up to 30 hashtags, but for Instagram stories, you could do up to 10 as of right now. And what you can do by adding in your hashtags, this will help you get found. You can do either one or two things. You can click, by the way, guys, I'm on my Samsung Galaxy S7 phone, so if you guys are using iPhone, you have the same features, but you may see a little bit of a different interface. So anyways, you could do the hashtag one here, which only you could do just once. So I'll put like podcast life. Yep. So hit done. Shrink it down really small, just like we have from before here. And let me get my little fat fingers. Okay, I think that's about as tiny as I can get this dude. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do after I put the other hashtags in. So now, because I used that one, I can't, I'm going to have to manually type out the other hashtags. So I've got some that I'm planning on using here, like marketing tips. Yep, there you go. and just shrink it down as low as you can. You can go even smaller. Just place them over here around this general area. So that's 2. I'm gonna go through all the ones that I have here. So branding, and I'll just get them all up here. So some of the other ones: creative tips. Let's see. Oprah, because he's talking about being on Oprah here. Oh, if I can spell, that would be awesome. Let's see. Creative hacks. So all right, and we'll do a few more. So let's see. A lot of my target audience actually, interesting enough, they're solopreneurs, and they like to shop at Target, which I found out. So so a lot of times I'll go after Target moms. And so we'll use that hashtag. And this is why it pays to do research on your target audience using hashtags and use them appropriately. You'll get a lot more awareness and engagement with your target audience this way. So we got another one here coming up. Let's see, did we do branding already? Yes, we can do business advice. Or business marketing. And let's just do one more just for fun. Let's see, we can do business tips. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna shrink all these down, because if you have it all like this, it just looks like it's just a wash, right? So I mean, there's no point in even posting this. But just shrink them all down, put them over here. Shrink, 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 shrink. Shrink. Like I said, you want to make sure you do this not for every post, because it can be a little time consuming unless you have the hashtags that you want to use already saved somewhere. And another good tip is not to use the same hashtags each and every time, because that is actually, Instagram may think that you're spamming if you're doing this. So, which, you got to be creative, right, guys? You got to find creative ways to get people to find you, to get people to tune in to the awesome stuff that you guys are putting out there. And this is just one way that you can do so. So I'm just going to line all these up like this. Let's get these in closer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this up with a GIF or an emoji. So you could do, let's see, a GIF. So let's see what's trending today on the GIFs. Let's see. Like this one. Cash coming out of the Kardashians' mouth. Game Boy. Is that Full House? I'm just trying to look for something real quick that will help cover it up and draw attention. Maybe this one right here. So we can kind of cover it that way. And then we'll swipe up to tune in. Swipe up. Use the ups, or use... Oh, actually, they have an emoji for swipe up. A GIF, excuse me. So, swipe up. Search, search, search. There we go. So let's see. Swipe up, swipe up, swipe up. Let's see a funny one. as seen on IG. So basically, we're going to pick one and we're going to cover it and then we're going to post it. And you'll notice, you'll see by doing this tactic, you'll get flooded with more views in your local area. You'll get, yeah, there you go. So you get flooded with more views in your local area. You'll get flooded with people who are your target audience using those hashtags. So you can see we've covered up the hashtags here, so it doesn't look like it's not flooded with everything here. And that's it. I'm just gonna add to my story. And if you guys are curious how I generated this graphic by, first off, I'm not a graphic designer, so by any means, I'm just a creative who just does stuff on social media to help generate more awareness and engagement and traffic for our target audience, for our clients. And this one in particular, it's probably not the best looking because you can see the top is kind of covered right now. But I created it initially in Canva, the Canva app. Just took the graphic and then I went from Canva app and put it into WordSwag, which is another cool app to use. That's where I got the fonts from. They got some really cool fonts on there that I like. And then from there, I uploaded it to Wave, which is on my desktop, and that got the audio clip, as you can see at the bottom, for them to tune into for up to 15 seconds. So it is a little bit of a tedious process, but like I said, I only do this on the posts that I really want to draw traffic to, and so forth. So I'm going to hit add to story, and boom, that's it. All right, guys, so there you go. There's the tip right there. Pretty creative, unique, I want to say, actually does work, and something you should definitely start leveraging, on those posts that you really want to drive traffic to, get more engagement. Let's say a blog post, a YouTube video, or a podcast, or anything of that sort. For every post, like I said, it can be very tedious unless you've got a team working for you all the time. And yeah, that's it. Stay tuned next week. I'll share some more cool stuff. In fact, what I can do too is after 24 hours, I'll show what the stats look like from this particular story, so you guys can see what type of traffic we got. And that way you can compare that to just a standard story where if you don't post a location and if you don't post your hashtags, then you probably won't see as much, engagement or traction of people who are viewing your story. So that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, if you enjoy this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's my first video, but more will be to come. And also feel free to like and share with your friends, and peace out.